Okay, welcome. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. I'll wait for some of you all to come in a little bit more. I'm going to show you this really great graphic that we've got, this happy half hour. Isn't that awesome? A very good friend, staff member Billy, created this for me. It's amazing and it's beautiful. And even though this is in black and white, we come to you in living color. So, welcome to the Happy Half Hour. I am Carol Ann. I am the Reader Services Librarian. We come to you from my kitchen on Friday nights at 5 o'clock. And you can bring your own beverage. Hello, Evelyn. I'm always so glad to see you. Honestly, mwah, you're awesome. So that's the graphic. I've got my Dr. Pepper. You can bring whatever you guys want to bring. And let's see. I've got people commenting already. So welcome to the Happy Half Hour, the Merrick Library Happy Half Hour, sponsored by the Merrick Library, coming to you live from my kitchen. So bear in mind, this is live from my kitchen. If the phone rings, if someone's dogs come out from the backyard, you're going to hear all of that noise. Last week, my phone rang, so you get to hear all of that. We have always our little resident Joe Exotic Tiger is here. We always like to give him a little shout out. So he's here. And yes, Ellen, actually, hello, Denise. Ellen, I was going to do something different this evening, but I decided that it was still a little chilly. So I thought that Dr. Pepper was still in season, so to speak. So cheers. All right, Merrick Library patrons, how are you? I hope you guys are staying safe, you're staying home, you're staying healthy. Thank you for joining me here. I am thrilled and honored to be on whatever device you're watching me on. I hope your device makes me look thin or thinner. That would be good. We miss our Merrick patrons. We love you. We hope you're staying safe and healthy. And a big hello to all our other Merrick friends, near and far. There are some as far away as California. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. You know, I wanted to just say something. Hi, Michelle. I see Michelle and Billy and Ellen. You'll have to put in the chat comment what your beverage of choice is. Okay, but one of the things I wanted to say is that everybody who supports Merrick Library and supports libraries all over Nassau County and in Suffolk County, I really wanted you to be aware that as of Monday, Nassau County Libraries has printed 700 face shields. And by printed, I mean 3D printed 700 face shields. Those face shields have been donated to organizations all over Long Island, local hospitals, first responders, health clinics, nursing homes. I think it's amazing, Josh. I think it's amazing that we've been able to do these 700 face shields. So this is all of the libraries in Nassau County. I'm not even talking about Suffolk, who has done their own incredible job, but it's wonderful to know that this is what the library is doing, the way to give back to our first responders, because they are amazing and we don't know what else we could possibly do for them. And I'm thrilled and loving that we can contribute this way. And one of my favorite slides, especially since Josh is here with us today, is I wanted to show this slide. This is one of my favorite. Look at this. There's Josh delivering. See that font? Isn't that high tech? That's called red pencil font. So this is amazing. This is Josh delivering the face shields to the Nassau University Medical Center. So for those of you who are just getting here, I just want you to be aware that it's 700 face shields have been delivered by Nassau County libraries. And it's just an amazing thing to be a part of in some small way. This is amazing. And like I said, that doesn't even take into account everything that Suffolk is doing as well. So we're all thrilled to be able to do that. So thank you. Oh, my executive producer, Lori, is here. Thank you, Lori. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. All right, I'm going to move right along. First, let's get some. Okay, oh, cheers to Josh and all the people who've done the 3D printing, the Nassau County Libraries. It's a lucky place to be involved with. Okay, so today is May 1st, which meant yesterday was April 30th. And that meant it was the end of the Belmore Merrick book battle. Now, even though Merrick put up a good show, which I think is wonderful, we did a great job. It was Belmore. We have to congratulate them on a superb battle. They did wonderful, but so did we. So we're all thrilled. Like Apollo Creed at the end says, there's not going to be another rematch. Well, maybe there will be a rematch. I don't know. I'm not getting involved. I'll just read my books like I normally do. But I wanted to give you some really great statistics. So there were a total of 822 books that were read. 408 of them were children's books. So we have a four-way tie for the most books that were read. And oh, I'm just getting here this from Josh. The I Create Lab, which started this, all of this from the very beginning, has produced over 5,000 face shields with Suffolk Libraries and Nassau Libraries' help. So listen, you know, kudos to all the libraries because we couldn't, the things that we did were small in comparison, but boy, what a showing. And I'm thrilled to be a part of the organization that we work. Revenge. Okay. You guys can read the comments, okay? But here's what I love about this. There was a four-way tie for the most read titles. Each of the books was read 4 times. I'm going to read those to you. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, Educated by Tara Westover, Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. All 3 hit it out of the park books. They're so good. And then the 4th book was Searching for Sylvie Lee by Jean Kwok. So yes, even though there was a Belmore sort of bested us at this, that's fine. Perhaps there will be a rematch like everyone else is yelling on the on this. I love these comments. Searching for Sylvie Lee was one of the books that people had been reading. So that brings me to talk about a segue. Next Wednesday night, I am hosting this book discussion on Zoom. So far, 46 people have signed up for this. I hope to see you there. It's going to be fun. It will be a typical book discussion that I normally do at Merrick Library, only I'll be doing it from right here, my kitchen. And I may even leave the globes up from Earth Day because why not? They look pretty fabulous. Although at 3 o'clock in the morning when you get up to get a glass of water, it's probably a little scary. But so you can register for this, find it on, there's a link on the Facebook page, go to events and you'll be able to register. And I hope to see you at this event. So I'm pretty excited. The book is wonderful. And all of the books that were mentioned in the Belmore Merrick book battle that everybody read, Little Fires, Educated, Such a Fun Age, and Searching for Sylvie Lee, all of those were at one time on the New York Times bestseller list. So you guys have impeccable taste. And that's wonderful news. Really great. I just have to show this again because honestly, the font on this slide kills me. Okay. Just so that you know, and we've seen an uptick in this, and I'm so happy to say that that's the case, we have a Pinterest page. And it is really, we've seen quite a bit of people checking this out. What I love about our Pinterest page, which is prepared by one of our staff members, Michelle, she works in the user experience department. She's a whiz at these kinds of things. She's just very talented. She has, so if you go to the Pinterest page, she has books broken out by different kind of genre and subject, but it also includes teen books. So teen recommended reads. It's got books for middle readers that you can find on Hoopla, books set on Long Island, books into movies. I love this one, audiobooks that won't put you to sleep. Okay, I do have that problem because audiobooks tend to just knock me right out. So I don't know what that is. I can't really focus. I guess I get really relaxed and I'm just out for the count. So please check out our Pinterest page. We have some amazing things there for you to look at. And you know that this is just gonna, as the half hour goes on, it's gonna get worse. Oh, and you know what? Today is a very special day. In addition to being May 1st, it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday to Merrick Library patron Bill Craddock. Bill, thank you for all your support, Big Bill. Happy, happy birthday. Everyone, shout out to Bill in the comments. And there's someone else's birthday today. Guess what? It's Miss M's birthday. Yay, happy birthday, Miss M, our very own beloved Miss M, who does all the story time, well, most of the story times. Any of that information you can find on our YouTube page, which is Merrick Library NY. Even though my slide is in a weird color, the YouTube is in full color, which is great. So happy birthday to Ms. M. We love you. We hope you had a great day. Yes, Ellen. We hope you had a great day and we missed you and I hope you have an incredible weekend. So Ms. M does such wonderful story times. All of the children's librarians, the YA, you have to check them out on Facebook. You know what they are, you know where they are. But the best part of Ms. M is that you can find her stuff on YouTube, as well as you can find these live Facebook Lives. So, and you know what else you can find on the YouTube? You can find Billy's Boredom Busters. Billy's Boredom Busters. There is perhaps something special coming on Monday. I will never tell. And yes, Lori, executive producer, says happy birthday to Bill and Ms. M. So we love the both of you guys. I feel like, what was his name? Who was the old newscaster that used to do the weather? And he would say, hello, Ronkonkoma, happy birthday to so-and-so. I can't think of his name. But if you know it, put it in the text. Channel 4, Channel 2, I can't think of his name. And he used to give the birthday shout outs on the news in the morning. Anyway, Billy's Boredom Busters. Talk about talent. If you remember last week, he made a gauntlet planter out of, yes, Dr. Pepper bottle. This is a Dr. Pepper bottle. I may have used that in this, but I don't know. We will never tell. But so this is what Billy made in his Boredom Busters. You have to, Willard Scott, yes, Denise, thank you. That was it, Willard Scott. He had that, would wear a hat and a treasure. Hello, Ronko, come on. Okay, so this is one thing that Billy did because it was Earth Week. We celebrated all week. So he took a plastic bottle of Dr. Pepper, an empty bottle, and then, oops. And he made, I promise it won't be broken when I return it, Billy, I promise. So this one fell off, but I'm sure it'll fit right back on there at some point. Oh, right here on the top, right on the front. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to put that back. And you can see how these things are made right on the YouTube page. So you get to see all the arts and crafts, how he does it, and all that other fun stuff. So that's Billy's Boredom Busters. And there will be something coming up very special on the Monday. So I'm not going to say what Monday is. You'll have to just look it up on your calendar and figure it out. Yes, all the little laugh emojis. I mean, it's only going to happen to me. It's only going to happen to me. So today is also a very special day because Librarian Lori, as most of you know, she's been putting out these incredible videos and she's been doing a lot of readers advisory for us. And next week is a bittersweet for us because she is retiring. So I wanted to share, this is what I think of Lori, my executive producer. She is, yes, so she's going to be retiring. We have all kinds of festivities planned for her next week. Virtual so I'm going to actually toast her for that. So that's Lori right there. Lori has a lot of fans. This guy is probably her #1 fan. There. Great picture of these two. But aside from that, besides all the other fans she has, I don't know if you can see, I'm one of her biggest fans. Lori came to Reader Services about 2 years ago, and it was an amazing thing. And so I also printed one out in color, but we look a little green. So this may be the after party picture. So we'll do the before party picture and the after party picture. Okay. So these are some of the pictures that we have of Lori with some of the staff, which is amazing that we got those pictures. So today I'm going to be, yes, Ellen is wishing you. Lori, which photo did you like? This one or this one? Or there's this one. And I will say that I had Billy assisting me with the crown. So there's that. We are going to do something a little different today because I'm all about Reader's Advisory and I'm all about telling you all the wonderful things Merrick Library patrons have access to. So we do have a little quiz today. We have another one. We have a quiz. And I'm just going to show this picture really quick because it wasn't that long ago, but librarian Lori took that picture, and I won't say more about it because I don't want to embarrass her. But that picture, yes, they are great pictures, right, Ellen? That was a fun day. Actually, I think, Ellen, that was your retirement party, so I was able to get really current pictures. So that was really great. Oh, hi, Min. Hi. Yes, Lori is, wait, hold on. There she is. Look at that. Is that great? Love it. Love it. Love it. This one. Love, 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 love. Oh, okay. Before I get all crazy. The other thing I wanted to show is Lori. Okay. So this picture, this is someone's yearbook picture, but I'm not going to say anything more about that particular picture because I'm going to start our quiz. And something related to that picture has something to do with our quiz. So we're going to go full on and start with our quiz from 1969. So here we go. Ready? And then we're going to move into our Reader's Advisories, Hoopla picks, Canopy picks, and all the magical things that Merrick Library offers to all our patrons. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm good. Yes, I'm fine. Okay. 1969. You ready? You got your pens ready? It's a good question that I got wrong actually when I first took this quiz. Which fast food chain got its start in 1969? Which fast food chain got its start in 1969? McDonald's, Wendy's, Subway, or Applebee's? Okay, 1969, which fast food chain got its start? So I will do the staff pick, I will do Lori's staff picks, Hoopla stuff, and you can answer that question in the chat. And then also, whatever you're reading, whatever you're watching, please put it in the chat so we can talk about that. All right. Fast food chain, 1969. Applebee's, Subway, Wendy's, McDonald's. Okay, no cheating because I can't see your phones. So the first thing is, I remember when Lori first came down to reference, and I remember asking her, sort of doing like a little Reader's Advisory. We were talking, what books do you like to read? And she was like, I've been reading so many children's books and all of that. So it was an interesting conversation. But one of the books, the first thing she said was that she loved reading a book called Marrying Man by Olivia Goldsmith. Now I have to tell you, based on Lori's recommendation, I read that book. It is laugh out loud funny. I didn't think I wasn't sure. I don't mind admitting I wasn't sure, but boy, was it funny. So Lori actually says, I Love Marrying Man by Olivia Goldsmith. I laughed out loud when I read it, and then I read The First Wives Club, and they made that into a movie. So, guess what's so fabulous about Hoopla? They're all on Hoopla, right? Marrying Man is on Hoopla. First Wives Club, and the movie is there, and you can actually listen to the soundtrack, which I listened to, and that was a walk down memory lane. And speaking of the 80s, if you're not sure what the 80s looks like right now, my hair is as big as the 80s. So here, if you really want to see, right? I love the 80s. Got the Rosanna Dana look. Okay, so this is Olivia Goldsmith on Hoopla, which there is no waiting list for. And if you're really looking for just something to cleanse your palate, try to readjust your reading, which I am having a terrible time with, and it's just, I know, I'm sure it's not just me. Marrying Mom is the way to go. So I think did I say Marrying Man? Marrying Man, Marrying Mom. Somebody's getting married. So that's it right there. Go to Hoopla. No waiting list. That's why we love Hoopla. Hoopla. Commission, please, or some kind of kickback for Merrick Library. So that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to give you the answer. Which fast food chain got its start in 1969? We've got somebody saying McDonald's, Wendy's, McDonald's, Wendy's. I guessed incorrectly. I guessed McDonald's, and the answer is Wendy's. So if you didn't get the answer right, have something, and if you did get the answer right, have something. So I'm gonna have something for all of you. Okay, next. Okay, I think this is Canopy. Hoopla. This is Hoopla. Next, you know what? I'm going to give you the next question first. Okay, which landmark TV show started its run in 1969? So think of all the TV shows that you know, 1969, not that long ago, really. Here are your choices. 1969, Bonanza, the A-Team, Simpsons, or the Brady Bunch. So, which show started its run in 1969? A-Team, Bonanza, Simpsons, the Brady Bunch. I will not tell you. Yes, I will, Chris. Marrying Mom is not on my Hoopla. Did they take it off on May 1st? I don't know. It was just, you know what? I saw it there this morning, so I don't know. It was there this morning. Maybe they did. As a matter of fact, Evelyn, since you mentioned that, I recommended Deacon King Kong about 2 weeks ago, and it's also gone. But I do know that Marrying Mom is on Overdrive because I checked to see, and it is there. So I'm sure there's not a very long waiting list on that for that book on Overdrive. And just because I push Hoopla all the time does not mean you shouldn't check out Libby. It just means on Hoopla, there's no waiting list. So I love Libby and I think it's wonderful. And I love Overdrive. I love, both of those things. But, pretty much there's no waiting list. So that's what I like. Marrying Mom. Yes, I think I said Marrying Man. Okay. So we've got people suggesting these 69, which TV show, A-Team, Simpsons, Bonanza, or Brady Bunch. And I've got, let's see, who do I have here? Ellen, you didn't weigh in yet. I've got a Brady Bunch, a Brady Bunch, a Brady Bunch. I've got a couple of Brady Bunches. And the answer is the Brady Bunch. Here's a story. Right? You can sing along. But yes, it was the Brady Bunch. I thought it was Bonanza, but then I thought, wait a minute, wasn't Bonanza in black and white? And I couldn't remember if Brady Bunch was in black and white. So I kind of went with the Brady Bunch because I just couldn't remember. So you guys have gotten 2 things. To those of you who got the Brady Bunch, yay! To those of you who didn't, don't worry. You'll get it next time. Okay. Now, what's the next thing? All right. This one's especially for Lori because we know that Lori is a big baseball fan. Oh, Lori. Wait, where's my picture? Okay. The New York Mets were the heavy underdogs in the 1960s World Series, 1969 World Series. Which team did the New York Mets beat in the 1969 World Series? Was it? Oh, by the way, I got the answer wrong. Okay. But was it the Seattle Mariners, the Kansas City Royals, the Baltimore Orioles, or the San Diego Padres? So which team did the New York Mets beat in the 1969 World Series? So you can weigh in shortly. The other movie that Lori really recommends, and I have to tell you, Lori, I had seen this when I saw it. Oh, Lori. I'd seen it on, I haven't seen it on Broadway, but I did see the movie, and I thought the movie was really good. So I have no basis for comparison. This is Into the Woods. Now, based on everything Evelyn just wrote in the chat, you better check and make sure it's on Hoopla. They were on this morning because that's when I did do all my work for tonight. I don't know if they disappear. Maybe they disappear during the day. I don't know. But Into the Woods is available on Hoopla, and you can watch it. And you don't have to wait. It's great. It's really great. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay, we've got a Baltimore. Ellen says, I know nothing about sports, even though I have 4 sons. Well, and let's see. So, anybody else want to weigh in on that? Lori, yes, great movie. Into the Woods, great movie. Okay, the answer, we've got 2 Baltimore people. I got the answer wrong. I said San Diego Padres. I don't know. But it was, in fact, the Baltimore Orioles. So let me just tell you, if you need to phone a friend for baseball information or baseball trivia, contact Lori because she knows everything about baseball. And I know not that much. Not that much. But speaking of that, one of Lori's, so I said to Lori, if you had to pick one of your best, yes, Chris, Baltimore Orioles, you're right. So here, Baltimore. Okay. So I said to Lori, if you had to choose your best movies that, even though they're not on Canopy, if they're not on Hoopla, it doesn't matter, what would be your favorites of all time, right? Because we like to talk about the things that we love to read and the movies that we love to watch. I must have seen Alien, I don't know, 30,000 times, maybe Jaws, even more. I mean, I can recite the dialogue before it happens, right? So I know a few of my friends can do that. And if we're all watching together, we start texting the lines before they come out. So there is no surprise that one of Lori's favorite movies of all time is A League of Their Own. This was 1992, American sports comedy drama, and it stars plasma donator extraordinaire Tom Hanks. We thank you, Tom Hanks, for your plasma donation. We won't forget you. Gina Davis, Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell, and Lori Petty. That is not on those services yet, but I actually saw that it was on TMC. TMC? I think TMC. At some point over the weekend, I'm sure it's on constantly. So that is one of Lori's favorite movies of all times. Then, I have a little trivia that is not 1969 related, but her other favorite movie of all time is Peggy Sue Got Married. I love this movie. It's got a little sci-fi thing going on, don't you think, Lori? That's probably why I love it so much, because it's a little weird and it's just fun. And 1986, American fantasy comedy drama. Oh, fantasy. Okay, I'll go with that. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Kathleen Turner. Oh, Coppola. As a woman on the verge of a divorce who finds herself transported back to the days of her senior year in high school. Okay, now here's a little trivia question. The director's nephew also appears in this movie. Who is Francis Ford Coppola's, or Coppola? Who is his nephew? I'm hoping my children don't shout that out right now because they are in different rooms and I know they know the answer. Ethan, I can hear you. I'm waiting for Julia to yell it out. Um, okay, so yes, time travel, which is great. Who doesn't like time travel? If you know the answer to who stars, is this picture in this movie? Yes, actually, the picture of the person, I don't want to give too much of a hint. I guess you'll have to get up close to your screen to see who it is, but the director's nephew, Donna. Look at you, Donna Berger. I see you. Yes, Nick Cage. He's also in a lot of crazy movies, right? What's the movie with the this Declaration of Independence? Thank you, my son, National Treasure. We've seen that another 1,012 times. So yes, Nicolas Cage is Coppola's nephew, which is pretty amazing. There's a young picture of him. Also, he was in Moonstruck, which is one of my favorite movies. Brooklyn, you know, I'm right there. So before we get to her next thing, we have one more thing from Lori. I wanted to ask this question. 1969, which national treasure? Yes, he was in Valley Girl, His Finest Moment. I don't know. I think Nicolas Cage's finest moment is, I really like him in Moonstruck, but I also like him in National Treasure, and I really like him in, Ethan, what was the movie with the skull where he's on the motorcycle? Ghost Rider. Oh, that's very good. That's not. Raising, my husband is yelling in, this is a family event. My husband just yelled in Raising Arizona. You see, everybody gets involved. They're all in their different spaces. Con Air. Oh, come on. Who's not a Con Air fan? Yes, he drove a 58 Impala in Peggy Sue. Thank you, Chris, for that. Yes, we appreciate it. Okay, 1969. Which movie won the Academy Award Best Picture? 1969. Was it Big Trouble in Little China, Airplane, Star Wars, or Midnight Cowboy? This is very easy. I know it's easy because I got it right. Yes, Denise, you love Ghost Rider. I know. Oh, Evelyn says she likes him in Nothing. There was another movie where he plays what was he's an arms dealer. I can't think of the name of that one. Art of War. Yes, that's very good. These are all R-rated movies except for maybe National Lord of War. Lord of War. These are R-rated movies. I don't know that I would be going off on a tangent on Nicolas Cage right now, so I don't know if any of this stuff is available on Hoopla or Canopy. No idea where Nick Cage is, but I'm sure Hoopla has something. So, best film for 1969. Evelyn, I like him in Nothing. Okay, that made me laugh. Midnight Cowboy. So to all the winners, the spoils. And to those who didn't, the consolation prize. Really, it's okay. You're in a safe space here. You're in a safe space. Into the Woods, Peggy Sue Got Married, A League of Their Own, Olivia Goldsmith, and I am missing one of Lori's other pages that she really liked. Oh, she liked a book called The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek, which I don't have. Yes, we almost did have him as Superman, Josh. That's exactly right. That would have been a whole different ballgame if he was Superman. Can we just say that would have taken on a very different tone? But I'm here for that. I would be okay with that just to see how on earth that was going to work out. Lori also recommended a book called Be Frank. What was it? Be Frank with Me. Be Frank with Me, and The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek. Both of those on Hoopla. They are great. And so that's what I have for Oh, Miera's here, everybody. Guess what? You know what you can do? Hold on. Miera, look. See this one. Here it is. My coordination gets worse as it gets later, but hey, it's Friday. It was a long week. So there you are, Miera. Happy birthday to our beloved Ms. M. Everyone give her a shout out. We're shouting out to Ms. M. And we're giving out a shout to a Merrick patron, Bill Craddock, but oh, here he is. So we got Bill and our beloved Miss M. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Everybody, you know what to do. The birthday people are here. Right there. Miera. Clink. And I was hoping you would come in, Miera, before I had to leave at 5:30 because I wanted everyone to wish you a happy birthday. So I'm glad you showed up. That made me very happy. So was it loving? No, not loving Frank. Be Frank. Oh, I would look it up, but I don't have the thing in front of me. So that's what I would do. Look for that book, Olivia Goldsmith and A League of Their Own by Lori, Peggy Sue. Got Married. A great movie. Into the Woods, another great movie. And oh, we got some more comments here. Look at all these nice happy birthdays. Listen, Ellen, Sachem. We can do anything we want. It's a BYO book or BYO, whatever you want. I do have one more question. Okay, you ready? Let me be frank with you. Or was it be frank? Be frank with you? Let me be frank with you? Okay, I'm failing right now at this. Okay. Which popular TV show ended in 1969? Yes, there you go, Chris Sachem. Hi, Debbie Fine. Hi. Which popular TV show ended in 1969? Was it All in the Family, Gilligan's Island, Star Trek, or MASH? So, Be Frank, thank you, Shannon. Be Frank with Me, a novel by Julia Claiborne Johnson. And it is great and funny. And I know Diane Bondi read it, and I read it, and Christine listened to it. Christine Dugan listened to it. It was like a collective. Everybody read it, which I love when the department does that because we all sit and talk about it. And it's amazing when the department does that. That's one of my favorite things. Okay, so which TV show ended in 1969? Was it Star Trek, Gilligan's Island, All in the Family, or MASH? And yes, Lori, I am. And you could see see that D? That stands for Dr. Pepper. But it actually stands for something else. And only the people who were at my wedding would know what that was. Okay, so we've got Gilligan's Island. We've got a Star Trek. Oh, God, I love that show. You know what? Even I watch it now when it's on, I think it's on TV Land or something. I'm still like, oh, gets me a little crazy. So what am I reading now? Someone just asked what I'm reading. I just finished reading the amazing and fabulous Deacon King Kong by James McBride. It is funny. It is beautifully written, and it takes place in 1960s, late 60s, 69, Brooklyn. So they talk about Bay Ridge, they talk about Borough Park, they talk about Red Hook, and it is amazing. I loved it, and I think you should just check it out. Yes, William Shatner's hair. Listen, I was a stud back then. I don't know. I never saw him that way because I was a little kid, but what am I going to tell you? I thought I was more worried that something was going to happen to Mr. Spock, who seemed like the smartest out of all of them. So that was my fear, that something was going to happen to Spock and their ship would just crash and it would be all over. Okay. The TV show that ended in 1969, Star Trek. Yes. And then right around 1970, 71, I think, Space 1999 started. Or maybe it was Land of the Giants first and then Space 1999. I think that's how that timeline goes, if I remember correctly. Not that I'm a sci-fi geek or anything. Yes, Star Trek, Lori, that is the answer. So there's a couple of others here, but they're not as... Oh, I know. Here's a good one. We're going to go dark now. Now he sleeps with a CPAP. Yes, I'm sure he does sleep with a CPAP machine. Mr. William Shatner. But also on Hoopla, I know that I told you this in like either I don't even know what episode I'm into in this happy half hour, but I do know that I told you one of the first ones or the second ones that Hoopla has a very funny TV show called Brown. I don't have it. It's called Brown Bag Meetings or Meetups. So what happens is William Shatner invites famous people on to his show, right? There's 2 seasons. There were only 2 seasons. I think they canceled it. And it's him. They drink wine out of a brown paper bag. And nobody knows what kind of wine it is. They sort of go through this interview and he interviews people for about a half hour, 45 minutes, and nobody knows what they're drinking. And then he does the big reveal at the end. So it's the 2 of them sharing a bottle of wine. And as you can imagine, it's probably R-rated, PG-13, but it's very, very funny. Yes, 1999, Martin Landau, Chris, you're right. That's the show. I wanted those uniforms. I'm always all about those uniforms. So if you get Hoopla, you can see William Shatner on this show with his hair in various stages of hairspray. So sometimes it's parted to the side, sometimes it's a little bit of a bouffant, but that's what I love about Hoopla. You can go in and window shop and have a great old time because there are some really funny things in there. So I discovered this TV show with William Shatner. So please try to find it because there it is. William Shatner's Brown Bag Wine Tasting. You're welcome, Bill. Happy birthday. Wait, where's your sign? There it is. And this happened, and then my toner went out. I will hold this for you, Bill, so that you can hang it up in your house every year. Yes, William Shatner's Brown Bag Wine Tasting. It is very, very funny, and it's William Shatner drinking a bottle of wine. I mean, if that doesn't get you in, I got nothing else for you. So because everybody knows me and I like to go a little dark sometimes, we've had some very nice things and lovely things. Why did the word zodiac take on scary tones in 1969? Was it because astrologists went on strike? Was it because it was the name of a plane accident? Was it the year that Libras ran wild? Or was it because it denoted a serial killer? So if you know why zodiac terrified people in 1969, you can answer that question and let me know. Yes, Donna, that's so nice. It's so nice to see you, Donna. And Evelyn and all these fabulous people. Donna, what are you reading? Oh, and Ellen, what are you reading? This is what people want to know. I'm running over in my time, so I don't want to. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. So if you're reading something really good, let me know. I just went onto this galley site and I just downloaded 6 books, and I don't know which one I'm going to read, but I think I might read. Although it was yes, Josh. So Josh just said in the comments, as we were talking about the things that happened in 1969, he said, I said, why did the word zodiac take on scary tones in 1969? And one of the clues was it was because the Libras ran wild. And he said, he wrote, although it was a pretty wild year for Libras as well. So yes, that's very funny. Denise says I'm a Libra and she's running wild now. Well, Ellen is saying she loved 40 Names for Rain. which I have not read, and I hear really good things, and Ellen is usually spot on for that kind of thing. She's got if Ellen gives a 5-star read, okay, I'll read it. Donna, I wanted to know about that. She just finished reading Hidden Valley Road, which I believe is an Oprah pick, and I was captivated to read that. It's excellent narrative nonfiction, is what Donna says, and I am all about that. It sounds amazing and like a real page turner. So, if Donna has a little more information, she could put it in the text. She's also saying the Happy Ever After playlist is a great, fun rom-com, which is great. Oh, Lori says she just started reading Chelsea Girls, and I read the new but that's by Fiona Davis, and I just read the new Fiona Davis. It's about the library, New York Public Library, Lion something. Also very good. You know, Fiona Davis always kind of just hits us with pretty fabulous things. So, Evelyn says she just finished Ghosts of Harvard. Evelyn, I'm like 20 pages in, and I think it's really good. I did not know that it was Lisa Scottolini's daughter. I saw the name, but I did not know. So you spoke to her yesterday for your podcast. I think that's the Syosset, maybe? Syosset, I think. So, yes, so good. She's great. Wonderful. She's come to Merrick Library twice, and then I interviewed her. She's just great. Love her, and she's a big library supporter. She wrote, yes, the new book is called Lions of Fifth Avenue. Thank you to everybody. And what else? I'm just looking here because I'm getting texts as I'm getting Syosset. Yes, okay, good. I got that right. And all right, I think we are at our conclusion. If there's something else you want to throw in, we're almost, look at this. Look at this fabulous person. Look at that. Great, great, great. This is Lori right here. This is Lori with some Merrick staff. Lori with her #1 fan. Look at those two. And I'm like her 4th or 5th number fan. I don't know where I am, but that's, love that. Okay, so I will be here next week, and we may switch it up if the weather is nice, and I might sit outside and do it from my backyard, and really anything can happen. There could be bees, there could be birds, squirrels, neighbors' dogs, somebody smoking a cigar, 2 doors down. I have no idea. But I hope to see you all then. Yes, Donna, I'm sure you do. Also, remember, I've got about 46, 47 people signed up for this. So please join me if you're looking to do something at 7 o'clock next Wednesday night. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Jean Kwok is going to, well, I'm not going to spoil it. She won't be there next week, but maybe something else is happening. I'm not going to tell. I hope you all had a good time. Thank you for joining me. Happy birthday to Bill. Happy birthday to our fabulous Ms. M. I just like this graphic so much. I want to show it again. And there's that. Okay. Thank you, Merrick patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Director Dan and Assistant Director Diane and the Merrick Library Board of Directors for always being so supportive, loving the things that we're doing. Please check out our Facebook page. Even if you're not a Merrick Library patron, we have amazing things, amazing content, live book reading, and all kinds of stuff. This is the happy hour things. Check out Miss M. I lost my graphic. Or check out our Pinterest page. That's also really fabulous. Congratulations to Belmore for a fabulous book battle. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. They're such great people. And I've lost my YouTube graphic, but go to Merrick Library NY and you can see all the fabulous stuff. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Right there. Oh, there it goes. Right there. So you can find all of this, all this other content, all kinds of content. Thank you all so much. Lori, I hope you had fun for this hour. I did. I loved having you, and maybe next time you'll come back next week, even though you're retired. Although if I were you, I would be with my Dr. Pepper. And oh, make sure you check out Spooky Reads on Hoopla for the halfway to Halloween day. Recommendations will go up tonight, so you may want to check that out. Thanks all of you for your support. Thanks to all of you for joining me. Okay, and thanks again to our first responders and our Merrick patrons. We love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you soon. See you next week.